To take over because this is her exhibit board.
Oi, can't cut it.
She's actually using the very bad technique right now. When you use the utility knife, do not ever have it going towards a way so that you can't control it. You want to have it go down and away from you, not towards you. Otherwise, you can get hurt if the knife goes off kilter. Keep your hands out of the way of the blade. Put the hand over here and cut down and away from your body.
You went away from the line.
That's okay. Keep going.
Oh, this is hard. Whee.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I didn't get this part cut. Okay.
That's okay. So she scored it. Okay.
Whee.
And now she's going to cut along the inside crease of the board.
Oh, that's easier. Wait.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, this thing is falling out again. Do you want to go with the other exacto knife?
All right, so we got a little bit left to do right here.
Whee.
Okay, I don't have the screw on tight enough on my exacto knife, so I have to go find where that blade is to throw. Okay. This is a very sharp double-edged razor blade, so be careful when you're using these.
It comes in gifts.
Go ahead. I scored it for you.
Is that good?
That's good.
Wow. Whee!
And now you have two boards that are the right width. Now it's time for the next part. Because each board is only 3 feet tall, you're going to have to duct tape them together. And in this case, we're going to start on the inside of the board. We're going to lay it out on the table.
Ooh. Just a fell.
And we're going to duct tape the inside. Now you want to use one single piece of duct tape going all the way across the seam.
Here, let me move some of this for you.
I don't recommend taking too much off at once, because then it might want to roll on top of itself and stick together.
It's as flat as I can get it.
Line the seams up, line your boards up so that they're straight.
Wait, that's not straight. There.
This is if where you've measured correctly, everything should come together.
This is a two-person job.
You want to make sure that the seam is super tight and that you smooth the tape down and there's no bubbles in it.
Knife.
And you can use your exacto knife to cut the tape.
Cut away from you.
Now what I would do is I would reinforce that tape seam that you just put down.
Hold on a second so that you go down.
information on your board, you will want to make sure that you position your display materials to try and cover the seam that you created with the duct tape. And it's okay if there's a little bit of an overlap.
Do one on this one.
Now to make the seam extremely strong, try to overlap the tape where you're putting it down. Cut it right here.
Got it.
Alright, now we're going to flip it over and we're going to do the same thing on the back side of the board.
With white tape.
Oh, I'm just using duct tape that we picked up at Target. Okay.
So do you have to do to both the back and the front?
You have to do it to both the back and the front to reinforce that seam. The first piece of tape you should always put down is right on the seam.
Can I try?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, this one can't overlap, can it?
No.
Hold on.
Now, if your board is the same color on the front and the back, there can be plenty of overlap. Our board is two colors. One's black on one side, white on the other, so the white tape can't go on to the front side of the black board. I guess it's at the back of the board, you don't necessarily have to use white tape. I just thought it would look nicer if you use white tape on the back. Remember, on the back of your exhibit board, that's where you're going to be putting your name, your project's name, and you're also going to be attaching your annotated bibliography and your process paper.
Is that okay?
Hey, you're in front of that blade. Get out away from that blade. Come on now, sister.
Oh, Lord.
Perhaps you should use scissors.
Yeah, let's go get some scissors. I want to reinforce it.
Okay, you do that. Two more pieces of tape on that side.
Are you recording right now? Oh. Can they overlap right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And is that going to be your third piece?
Yeah.
Okay. They should overlap. That helps reinforce the seam.
Oh God, cat hair. Cute.
Alrighty. There we go. Set these to the side. Now it's time for the hot glue gun. Let's stand the board up and test it to see. strong it is.
Oh, this is a big board.
Like I said, it is as tall as me. Emily, put your arms out.
Oh god.
Now, Emily is not 5 foot.
I'm on my tippy
Yeah,
toes.
so fully extended on her toes and fingertips, the board is as big as she is. Okay, now, you'll see that it has a little bit of problem with rigidity and standing up. So there's a couple things that we're going to do so that the seam is nice and strong and so that the board stands upright. If you remember, I said save these, because what you could do,
If you wanted to.
is you can cut the board, this piece right here, and make a notch in the top and in the bottom of your board to stabilize it, so that it won't be tipping backwards. Another thing that we're going to do is that we're going to use the paint stir sticks to reinforce the seam so that the board won't collapse in on itself. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to notch it, and then we're going to notch the board. Now Emily has some conflicting ideas about design, but you'll understand why we'll want to have it either at the top or the bottom. I would recommend at least the top, if not the bottom. And then on this piece you can put the title of your project. Okay? All right.
Okay.
All right, so to do this, first we're going to find that X-Acto knife again.
Use the silver one.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. And you're going to use your measuring tape. And you're going to find the center point. Now the center point on this is at 4 inches. And I'm just going to mark it with my
X-Acto knife?
X-Acto knife.
Oh, it's like almost, it's like
No,
more.
here's the crease.
Oh.
Since it's black, I don't have a white marking pencil, so I'm just going to mark that. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side.
So flip the board around.
I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go. Sorry guys if I have my back to you. Okay. Again, I'm going to mark it with, and you don't need to make it that deep. Now, how deep do you need to make it? Well, depending on how wide the piece of cardboard is how deep you're going to have to make it. Each one of your displays will be a little bit different. Keep in mind that this can't be taller than 6 feet total, and that does include the piece that you're going to use to put across the top to help keep it rigid. So in this case, I'm going to make the cut almost all the way up. And I've made it about 2 inches in from the end, and I'm going to put right next to it, about 1 centimeter away, another cut, because that's going to create the notch in the top piece. Okay.
Oh, I see. I will show them. Okay.
All right.
Does that have to be pointed at the top?
No, but this does need to come out a little bit better. It helps if you have a sharp X-Acto knife.
Well, this one was sharp, but the blade fell out, so.
And you don't want it to bend.
Oh, sizers, that's a good
Try the
idea.
scissors on this. Now that I've scored it all, it needs to be cut to that paper right there. Alright, now I need to do the same thing here. Just like I did on that one, I need to do it on the other side. And you want to keep everything even so it looks professional. So whatever you did on one side, whatever that measurement is, I'll do it on the other side.
That's like 2 and 2.
Emily's going to go ahead and get the hot glue gun set up.
Yeah. Ooh, that's hot. And it helps if you put a piece of paper underneath the hot glue gun, so yeah. carefully, I found.
Wherever you stop your cut on one side, stop it on the other so nothing gets lopsided.
I was gonna, oops, there's one that these for y'all.
Can you move that stuff, please?
This?
Okay, so we're going to set this aside for just a moment.
Do you want to put this on there too?
So while I finish making the notches.
Hope y'all had a good winter break. Ah.
And can you come hold this?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for using your 15 to 15 hours.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Now on the place where you're making, stop. On the place where you're making your notches, you also have to make sure that you measure and make it the same depth.
2 inches. And try to make them straight lines. Just makes everything nicer. Use scissors.
Alrighty.
Take your scissors.
Now, I'm not going to put the top piece on yet. What we're going to do now is reinforce the board.
So it's bendy right now.
Yeah, it's bendy right now. We don't want that. I'm actually going to start on the outside edge. And
Can I use a hot glue?
And I'm going to use a paint stir stick. Now there's different size paint stir sticks. There's this big heavy one. This is for like a 5 gallon. And then there's one for the 1 gallon. I'm going to use...
One of each?
No, I'm going to use a 1 gallon.
And you want the label sticking in so no one can see that it's from Home Depot?
Yes, Home Depot supplied these. Thank you, Home Depot.
And they were free! Free! You might need to push this in because that one has the one that you have to push in. And you want to apply the glue right on the center of the yardstick.
Yeah, you want to make sure you
paint
get
stir.
plenty of glue on the paint stirrer.
And
If you're using Luan is a very light piece of plywood that you can get at your home store. If you can't get the
And you want to
paint stir
try it
sticks.
at fast so that the glue has more time to set on the board.
Yeah, because it will
Dry out.
dry. And then press down firmly.
Here's another stick.
Alright, look out this board.
Can I try?
Sure.
Yes!
Okay, remember we're putting it on the logo side.
Oh yeah, the logo side. Don't forget the logo side.
Make sure that when you put the ones on the flaps, you put it in the center of the flap. That's important. Put a lot on there.
There we go.
You want it kind of goopy on there.
You just don't want a few dots.
Yeah, you want a whole bunch, and you're spreading it too thin. It's almost like you're buttering a cupcake.
Buttering. You
Or
don't
frosting
butter.
a cupcake. Buttering toast would be too thin. You want it more like you're frosting a cupcake.
Is that better?
Yes, that's much better. Here, let me put in another glue stick for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you need to act quickly because you don't want the glue to set up.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. And then apply it in the middle.
Yes, apply it in the middle. Make sure you have an even amount on each side of the seam. Okay, we're going to leave that alone for just a moment. Now, this is where the extra pieces of cardboard will come in. Okay. We're going to reinforce the seam this way.
Hold on.
But we're also going to use one of the bigger paint stir
A
sticks.
5-gallon.
This is a 5-gallon paint stir
And
stick.
if you can't find a 5-gallon,
You can use a couple of the 1 gallon.
yeah.
Okay.
You can chop one
So,
down.
first, let's go ahead. You want to put the heavy one in the middle. Go ahead. Put a lot on that.
This is 100% wood, so it's going to soak it up.
Yeah, so. And the big one I got from Lowe's.
And once again, they're free.
Yeah, they gave it to me free, so that was thank you, Lowe's.
Oh, we got 6 of them because we asked for 4, but he gave us 6.
Yes. Same thing with Home Depot. I asked for 4 and they gave me
10.
10. So that was nice of them. Need more.
I'm running out of glue.
Okay, here you go. This project is going to take about 20 glue sticks.
Ugh.
Now, if you go on the National History Day website,
You can buy a board.
you can buy a board, but they're kind of expensive. Then you have to pay for shipping, and all of a sudden you've spent $120 on an exhibit board. I myself, I try to do things more cost effectively, a little bit more, and so this total for this board is $20 to make.
That's when we don't have to buy the little things. That's not enough. That's a whole lot.
I need some more. Remember, it's heavier.
Are we going to need more glue sticks?
No, I think we're good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 left.
Okay, let's go ahead and flip this. Press it down. Use muscles.
Roar! Oh, there's some glue coming out of
That's
that.
okay. While she's working on that, I'm going to go ahead and get the glue on this.
Do some push-ups on it, y'all.
Remember, in this case, the more glue you have, the better.
The more the merrier. And I was able to pick some of the stuff off and...
Yeah, we'll just wait about that because using hot glue, you do get a lot of the little wispies.
It's not professional looking.
Wow.
And you want to have it to try and have this stir stick straight.
I would not use Elmer's glue. It will not be strong enough. You can use contact cement if you don't have...
Gorilla Glue.
I don't know about Gorilla Glue. I don't know if it's good for paper.
True. Where's our better glue stick, hot glue gun?
It's upstairs. You might want to go get it. I will tell you I'm not a very crafty person. I don't scrapbook. I don't have photo albums. Kind of embarrassed to say that. But it's true. So if I can do this, you can too. Notice I put it again in the middle along that seam. It's in the bookcase.
Oh, okay.
The bad thing about hot glue is that you do have to get it set up. You have to get it on quickly. You have to do this quickly. Or the glue will set up and then things won't adhere.
Mom, I can't find it. Oh, I found it. Hold on a sec.
There are a couple different types of glue guns. I'm using a low temperature glue gun.
I just found my eye temperature. This is the high temperature glue gun. And I'm just going to plug it in and let it heat up. No. Hold on a second. I'll grab that. And caution, the tip of these gets hot, so just stick out. Do you want to put this one?
No.
Okay. This one's heating up.
Okay, so right now we've measured, we've cut down the board, we've reinforced the seam with duct tape. We're using remnants of the cardboard that we've cut off to reinforce the back of the board to make it rigid so it doesn't fold on top of itself. And we've been hot gluing it. And then we've been using paint stir sticks to reinforce the seam also. I'm giving it just a moment to continue setting up. And then we're going to test to see if the board is nice and strong. If not, we can use some more of the paint stir sticks to help it stay strong. This is the piece that we notched out at the top, so when we stand it up, I'm going to slip it in and see how it works.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you were going to do the bottom, how would you do the bottom?
The same way we did the top.
But then wouldn't this be in the way of standing it up?
No,
No?
because it'll help hold it in place.
Okay.
Good question though. All right, are we ready?
Let me check this hot glue one.
No, we're not. Let's.
It's the high temp. Oh, we're going to stand it up. Okay.
Okay. So you're right over. No, get over there.
1, 2, 3. And be gentle.
Drop your pen. All right. So there is the back of the board.
It's still a little flimsy. I help. Oh, it knows. I help.
Okay. Turn it around.
And voila.
Voila! It is standing upright. Now, if you want, you can put another piece down at the bottom so it's super stable.
Is that what we're going to do?
Is that what you want to do?
Sure.
Okay. So what we basically do, we do the same procedure with notching the extra
Oh, I
piece
get
of
it.
cardboard.
You're not going to put it like this. You're going to put it like this or something?
No, I would put it coming up from the bottom,
I don't get it.
just like we did the top.
Yeah, but how would it... I got you.
Okay. And we would notch the top just like the bottom. Keep in mind that your exhibit board has to be almost entirely covered. It needs to tell the story of your topic. So you should have lots of graphic information on there. Remember, there's a 500 word limit, so any caption and your title counts towards that 500 word limit. Make sure you have plenty of pictures. Make sure the pictures pop. If you found an original document, you could put that on there because the document does not count towards the word limit.
Okay, that's
Okay? Only the stuff that you generate will count toward the word limit. Now, talking about the rest of the project, you have to attach an annotated bibliography and a process paper to the back of the board, and let me show you how to do that. We're going to take this off. Ems, if you can help me with this.
Yep.
Hey, no.
Oh, we're just turning it around?
We're setting it back on the table.
Okay. Does it have to be on the flat?
What I would do is I would get 2 sheet protectors, just like this. And make sure that you find the part that opens up at the top. Okay, find the opening for that one. Okay. And then you're going to put it on the board. Now again, I would use hot glue for this.
I'll do it.
All right.
I'll do it.
You do it.
Oh, yep, this one's ready.
Okay. So go ahead and...
Do we put it all over?
I would put the glue, in this case, on the board and then put the sheet protector on top. So just kind of make a zigzag on there.
Woo. There we go.
Big about the width of the paper.
Some more.
More.
Is that good?
A little bit more. Because you want to make sure this does not fall off.
That would be good.
Make sure on your process paper and on your annotated bibliography you have your name and the title of your project. Okay, that's good. All right, go ahead and place it.
Yes, ma'am.
And smooth it on there.
Oh, that's hot.
That is hot.
Can we put some more right there?
Yes.
Okay. Ugh, this is all runny, yeah. Okay. So, lift it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Should I put a little bit more?
Maybe.
Is this going to burn the plastic though?
If no. It
Are you
should
sure?
be okay, yes. Okay, now do it on this side too. If you're using a high temperature hot gun, you have to be really careful because the glue is hot and you could get a burn. Plus the tip is hot and you could definitely burn yourself. So be careful with a hot glue gun.
Parent supervision.
With the low temperature glue gun, there's not so much problems with it.
Did you get some on yourself?
Yes.
Did it hurt?
Not that bad. Kind of like when you touch a hot pot.
Ugh, those hurt.
Okay, alrighty. So if you have questions on how to make the board, you can always ask me in class. I'll go over it with you again. I hope that this will help you make your exhibit board. This, the entire project actually only cost me $12 because I already had the glue sticks, I already had the sheet protectors. I just had to buy the boards, and the boards were $5 each plus tax.
No, they were $7.49.
Oh, so okay.
$7.49 plus tax.
And then I had a coupon.
And so we actually got them for free.
Yes.
So I'll do it. Like that. And drop it and make it nice and straight. And woo! Okay.
All right. And the last thing that she would do is she would put her name on it, also on the board to make sure that the board doesn't go astray.
Would you put it like right here?
No,
Or one of these?
I would write it at the top and I would write it right above where your process paper and annotated
Nice
with the
and big.
thing is. Nice and big. Make sure you put it in marker. Don't put it in pencil because pencil is hard to see. I would use a black marker if you have a white back. If you have a colored back, make sure that there is a nice contrast on the back of that. Sometimes labels fall off, so unless they're really sticky labels, just write it in a marker that everybody can see.
Sharpie.
Okay? Thank you.